Hey, thank you for listening to or watching this episode of the Pixel Perfect podcast. We try to push the boundaries, get creative with these episodes, and with that, sometimes mistakes are made. And so this episode has a disclaimer that I screwed up my own audio during the recording of this episode. We were doing a 3-camera setup, and I was directing live, and you'll hear my voice, audio gets a little screwy. And so I apologize. I promise it probably won't ever happen again. But if you can get past it, we had a lot of important things to talk about, so I didn't want to leave it unpublished. So let us know what you think about this format, and we have a lot of big things planned in the future, and enjoy the show. Welcome to the Pixel Perfect podcast. This is episode 3, technically. We're discussing the third and final trailer. Final for Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. The Legend.
The Legend of Zelda.
The Legend of Zelda.
That's right.
We discussed, we did an episode.
We did a couple
remotely.
episodes.
Well, yeah, but one was left on the cutting room floor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we kind of redid it.
What were we talking about in that
We
one?
were talking about all of our predictions and stuff, and then we did another predictions video that was a little more in depth. That actually was episode 2, technically.
Oh, man.
Have you
Completely forgot what we talked about.
I don't know.
I remember I had my books here.
We talked for 2 hours live.
Yeah.
And I scrapped because I was.
You scrapped
I
it?
scrapped it because I was editing for like 2 hours, and I was like, "There's got to be a better way to do this."
Oh,
so this is the better way. Look, I can show you. I can show me. And look,
which is my camera?
Your camera's the white one.
The white one. Hey.
Yeah. We got Koopkee in the background.
The Koopkee cam. We need a Koopkee cam.
We do need. Where
Eventually, we're gonna get more funding for a Koopkee cam.
Yes. What's he doing?
He's being a dog. What do you mean? What is he doing?
He's dogging around. No, don't go in there.
All right, it's fine.
Okay.
He's very.
Oh.
He's very careful. He's very careful.
What is that loop you're doing?
It's gonna take down the whole set. All right, baby. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Anyway, back to Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
Third and final trailer. Mm-hmm. So we did all of our predictions before. You could call him the metal straw, by the way. Wow. All right, what did you think about the last trailer?
Mind.
Do you remember it?
Of course, I've watched it at least 35 times now.
Really?
Yeah.
That's probably about the same.
I watched it a lot. Blown away, and of course, you know, those of us who are on the Breath of the Wild hype train. I know you weren't.
I wasn't.
But, those of us who were blown away by the Breath of the Wild trailer.
Okay.
And
I have a question.
yeah.
How does this trailer stack up against that final Breath of the Wild trailer?
Ooh, they are. I feel like they're very much on par.
Really?
It's unfair to compare them because Breath of the Wild was introducing something completely new and different things hit us because with Breath of the Wild, I mentioned to you that the biggest things that caught us were that reveal of Zelda.
The voice acting. Yeah.
So the second they introduced all that was like, whoa. And then they did the sizzle of all the abilities Link can do, the enemies, him fighting, and then the transition towards the end where we meet our champions and the people. So it's had a similar cadence to Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom did, where it starts off where it's calm and then you see the evilness happen, then we get introduced to the characters and it's like that, the same rhythm it follows of here is Hyrule. By the way, you could do this. This is a new way to play. Here are the abilities. Here's like some story elements where we're presented with Zelda and then we're shown Ganon or Demise and then at the end You know, you think hope is lost, and then we see our friends Riju and Sidon and Tulin come in to help.
Okay, that reminds me. What do you think? What's going on with the Goron? Do you know? Do you have any predictions? Why we have not seen the
It is very
Goron
suspicious that we
champion?
have not seen Yonobo.
Yonobo.
Yeah.
Do you think that he is still with us? I've seen rumors that
What, he's perished?
something has happened to Yonobo.
Okay, so
Oh.
we do know Death Mountain looks malice
Pretty fucked up.
induced.
Yeah.
So there was a shot in the trailer where we see it looks like a Goron is attacking Link. It's not the first time that the
Yeah.
Goron hates us.
Yeah.
Goron has hated us before.
Didn't you say that everyone has hated us before at some point, or like at least not been?
Zora's
super-
hated us.
Yeah. Well, there's been like evil Zora. We looked it up, and there's been like.
Gerudo hated us pretty much in Breath of the Wild too. Didn't want us to
Oh,
enter.
yeah, that's true. They were very.
Yeah, Gerudo hated us in Ocarina of Time.
They did. I don't think. Did I not get there?
It was the same. Like I played it a while ago. Don't remember, but it's very much you're not allowed in here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You had to sneak around. You had to even take out some Gerudo chicks with arrows. I remember that. But
Brutal.
yeah, Goron has been foe before, and maybe they're gonna be foe this time.
Do you think that? Okay, so did you see that Ganondorf's tear
Tear.
is a different color in his two promo shots?
No.
Yeah. So in the first one, where his like daddy Ganondorf pose
Daddy
with his samurai sword,
The
it's red.
artwork.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then the second one, it is clear.
The second art.
The second artwork.
Both are. Oh, what?
One artwork, it's bright red. And then the second artwork, it is clear.
I noticed he also has a necklace,
Yeah.
which sports some tears, possibly.
Do you think he's like, is it like I know, like Marvel, like the
Mm-hmm.
Infinity Stones? That feels very similar to that, where you have to like collect them all to get the ultimate power.
It is reminiscent of kind of like Link's Awakening, where you had to
Oh, the instruments?
not Link's Awakening, sorry. Link to the Past.
I was like, a game I finished.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I got so excited.
I always mix up the names. Link to the Past with the sages.
Oh, okay.
The 7 sages you have to reawaken.
I don't know that I didn't get very far. I did a couple dungeons.
I think you need just like to watch a video about the story.
I've
Both of us do. I need a refresher.
But so yeah, with Breath of the Wild. Speaking of Breath of the Wild, or beating Zelda games, I finally beat the DLC for
Yeah, plot.
Breath of the Wild. That is probably the hardest thing I've done in video games that I can remember.
Maz Koshia.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Maz Koshia, yeah. I mean the whole thing
The whole thing, yeah.
from from the beginning.
Yeah. It was a
They're like,
trial.
fuck you, you get
Yeah.
a quarter heart for like
Imagine doing
a
that in
long
master mode.
time. No. No.
And I don't even remember fighting Maz Koshia, but I was very beefed up at that point. So
Yeah, 'cause
maybe
you
I
had, like,
I think
hundreds of
if I
hours,
died, it would have
100 hours
been
of play.
once, and then mastering that the perfect dodge is
Oh
very
yeah,
key. Mastering the what do you call it?
the parry.
The parry, yeah, that is key.
I always want to say parlay.
Mastering the parlay.
The parlay. No, yeah. So my problem, and I know because you bore witness to it, is my big issue is the crouching, clicking in on the thumbstick.
Okay,
I don't. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's a me
it
thing.
might be you. I definitely think I've had that issue when you get into a panic mode and then you button mash.
Yeah.
And I noticed you were button mashing a lot because you were.
Also, you could hear it.
Yeah, I heard it, and there's a lot of times where I thought you, like, Maz Koshir was down, and I'm like, just run to him and you doing like some wax would probably do more damage. And sometimes you were trying to do the jump shot.
I was just trying to get close to him. I was just because I mean, I don't have a lot of stamina,
Yeah.
like to begin with.
With
so
Water Blake Ganon, I fell victim to that because
you can't get there.
You fall into the water, and I had the same issue where I would make an ice pillar. I fell into the water, broke the damn ice pillar. Like, I would drown, I get knocked off, I can't get up. Oh my god. And especially with the Maz Koshia, they knock you down. Your Link is just rolling there and taking a sweet ass time. Like, get up, Link.
Slow rolling.
Get up.
Yeah, I don't know.
But no, to get back to the crouching, I don't think I've had an issue with the crouching too much. It may be a you button mashy thing, but I do think it's an issue, and I hope they fix that.
At least I'm fine with it being there. Just let me switch it off because there's like no time, hardly ever, that I want to crouch, especially when I'm like winding up my Urbosa's special, and I'm just like trying to like move around while like trying to not get hit during it. That I'm like crouch. Oh yeah, didn't actually want to do that.
Yeah.
Never mind. Or what happened usually was when I was running backwards and then I was going to go forward, and in there it clicked. It did like a little split-second click, and it's not it's an on-off thing. Like once and you stay down. It's not like you just pop down and back up. You stay down and then you can't do anything at that point.
I hate click-ins. I don't like click-ins.
I don't either. Just let me.
It's not necessary. We have 25 buttons. We don't need a click-in.
Just give me something else to.
No, I feel you with that one. I don't remember having the same issue, but I definitely feel like there were times where I'm like, "Get up, Link!"
Also, sometimes I'm like, you're like moving all around and everything, and you can't like always tell if your shield's out. If the other thing is like if I have my bow and arrow, and then I'm like trying to pull out my shield, and I'm like, I can't tell. I'm like, oh shit, I have my bow and arrow out. I have to
I noticed that. I noticed that a lot of times.
Okay, pull it back out.
That's I think that's also experience.
Yeah.
With exploring, it's like you needed that reflex too. And I noticed that when I hopped back into Breath of the Wild after a year.
It's like riding a bike.
Yeah, I forgot the controls. I forgot what button it was to do the paraglider, but that reflex. And I noticed when I was watching you having your bow and arrow out and needing to whip out your shield right away, you're just standing there with the bow and arrow because you don't it's not second nature to be like, oh, you need to like click the back button to get out of it and get your shield out. You're just kind of like, all right. But that's like exploring, and I know you played to to mainline it, so it's hard to get used to it if you're not seeing it in like all those little mid battles when you're fighting like bokoblins and moblins.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think it's a lot of time. Like the more time you spend with it, is you get that muscle memory. You get that like okay, you get those like that rhythm of okay, I have my bow and arrow switch to my
also
single, and then like
the quick change of when you need to quick change to your like sword shield, you were going back into your inventory.
I know. And that's from the beginning. I always struggled with the quick change because they change depending on what you're holding, and I always would go into the wrong
That's the other thing that's like becomes second nature when you're playing for a long time is the quick change. So when I see you going back into the inventory, I'm like, man, I remember just like flicking the D-pad and you could change really quickly. Probably forgot all that shit now because I haven't played it regularly, but in the moment when you learn, you're able to, learn how to quickly change out of it.
And that's all it was. It was just like that. I didn't have that muscle memory, and also usually when I was in that situation, I needed a little break. And so
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
after
yeah.
there's a pause, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
what I can decide, okay, what actually do I need to switch to? And like, and I was rarely in the, because a lot of times I'm like, I don't even remember what I'm holding. And so I need to go through and like
Yeah.
look through this, whether I should like, and because in the quick change, you don't know whether they're like single-handed or double-handed swords because you don't see him shift
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
stance
yeah.
and
That's
stuff
true.
like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So now
But
that you're officially done, what was your favorite?
oh man,
What's your favorite everything?
my favorite everything.
What is your biggest memory? What are
It's hard because with Breath of the Wild, I didn't know really what I was getting into because it was really my first Zelda game besides like Zelda 1 on the NES and like at a friend's house. I I mean, I played Ocarina of Time on my 3DS like maybe for 2 hours, and I was like, okay, I don't know, I got lost and put it down. And that was my litmus to buy a Switch, and I didn't buy a Switch for another year because of that.
getting lost?
Because I was like, if I'm, because I had this desire to buy a Switch, and I really wanted to get into like Zelda games and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I was like, okay, I had hacked my 3DS. I was like, let me just try Ocarina of Time, and I played it.
Probably not the best game to start with. As a,
Oh, well, it was like the best game ever.
it is.
It is, yeah,
It is, but like
yeah.
if
and
you were
s-
back then,
yeah,
back
and
then,
so I was like, let me see if I can just like if I will put the time into it, and I didn't, and so then I just put it off, and then finally I end up going into it. So to answer your question, the I love the whole Great Plateau area. And I think it's a little too deadly, right at the like the Guardians like just
Great
sitting there.
Plateau, man, that's
Yeah.
a tutorial area.
I know I know. That's why I'm like, it's pretty deadly. Like the Guardians, and there's like a lot of stuff, and you're just like fighting people with tree branches. I remember dying. I actually didn't really die all that much, but I remember being terrified, honestly, about like what
It made me
what I was
think,
getting
hey, if
into.
I'm getting my ass kicked here, what happens when I
Yeah,
get
yeah,
there?
exactly. And but I found that it ended up being kind of like this like safe space.
Yes, that's how I
and
viewed it too.
and but at first it wasn't. And so like that transition was kind of nice. I loved all the puzzles in the Divine Beast. And I
Yeah.
love that last one in
You
the
did
DLC.
so well with the Divine Beast.
I loved that. I loved like
when I
figuring out,
watched you
like,
play last year, I remember being in there for trying to figure it out for a good hour. You were knocking it out like, damn. And you took on the thing that impressed me the most was you took on the bosses. You didn't have tons of food. Like what
No.
I took on the Divine Beast, but like all the Blight Ganons, I had a good set of
I remember
armor.
you telling me that.
I
You were
had
like-
swords. I had shields up my ass, and I had lots of food. I was well prepared because before I did anything, I did lots of side quests.
Yeah.
I explored. I picked up
You
a
had-
lot of stuff.
You had a bunch of hearts.
Yeah,
you
I had
like,
tons
you
of
had
hearts.
all
I
the-
did
all
a
the different
lot of
ones.
shrines. You did the bare minimum of shrines. Didn't have a lot of hearts. Didn't have a lot of stamina. God help you didn't have a lot of food to help you out.
I didn't even realize.
Stumble upon a few swords and shields. Some of them were like rusty broadswords.
Yeah, that was my go-to with the rusty broad. I was like, hey, this has like
Not too many
15.
arrows. And then you managed to take on these bees like it was nothing. And I'm like, he just beat that and he didn't have anything. And me, I'm there like fully equipped, struggling. So hats off to you for
Well,
that
thank
one.
you.
I was impressed. I was like genuinely impressed.
That was probably quite the transit, like difference from when you were watching me just struggle my way through.
Yeah, but I
these.
know the DLC was hard. I don't remember a lot, but I remember the DLC was a bitch.
Oh, that broke me last night.
I know you were pissed.
I was mad. I was like, we're fucking going to bed. We're going to bed. It was like 1:30 and I died from some bullshit. Remember I showed you, oh, I was fighting the guardians.
Yeah, the flying guardians.
And then the fucking just out of nowhere, just a little rock comes and breaks my shield right before
you need to post that.
right
You need to
before
post that video.
right before the guardian blasted me and killed me. I was like, fucking kidding me. This is like, it was just like a rock just out of nowhere. Just like
Yeah,
breaks my shield right
that was
before.
funny.
Like, I was just holding up waiting for it because it was like.
It's so nice to watch you play. It gives me a little bit of like nostalgia.
I'm living like
Yeah,
reliving
yeah.
the first.
And just like when you were playing back in December, when you were first playing
Yeah.
it, I remember a lot of people commenting like, "Man, you are so lucky you're
to be able
experiencing."
to
Yeah.
yeah, and that's what I'm like. I'm so excited about because I do feel like I kind of missed out on that communal like.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, this is amazing. I kind of like heard about it, but it was very distant. And so I'm very excited to be like, I was like, I'm one of you guys.
You're one of us. One of us.
Okay, back to Tears of the Kingdom.
Back to what matters.
Back to the topic at hand.
Yeah.
Do you want to watch the trailer
For
and
the
we can,
99th time,
break it
yeah.
down?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I have it queued up.
Okay.
Let's take it step by step. I wonder if I can still switch us. I guess it doesn't matter. We can just keep it on here. I have no sound on, just so you know.
Okay.
We can talk through it. There's some fuckery.
Yeah,
going
look
on
at Death
with the sound.
Mountain. Look at Death Mountain. It don't look good.
Okay. Just tell me when you want me to stop because we can.
Oh.
I mean, I did stop, but
Okay.
tell me if there's anything that you want to see or if you want to go in slow mo or anything. If you're listening on audio, I'm sorry. We're gonna be discussing. We'll try to be as
I'm pretty sure
description
everybody
as
who is a
possible.
Zelda fan has this trailer memorized.
Yeah, I know. So we're showing Link falling from the sky with his little green proton packs or whatever they are on his belt.
I love his outfit.
Yeah, he has those like gladiator sandals that are
Yeah.
pretty badass.
And also, someone pointed out how similar his garb is to Ganondorf's because the whole one sleeve thing,
Yeah.
the open-toedness.
Do you think that Ganondorf is going to be an ally at any point?
Oh,
Sorry to throw that out there.
I don't.
Oh, that button doesn't work. Where were we?
An ally? I don't think so.
Ever?
Mm-mm. It's. I don't think so. No. No.
Okay. I've heard
And
rumors.
he is ruthless. He's mean. The trailer we had, I forgot. Probably trailer 2. Now that we know it's his voice. Do you remember trailer 2? There was or one of the trailers.
Oh,
We know it's
Ganondorf's
yeah,
voice?
Ganondorf's voice where he was like, "Destroy everybody, leave nothing."
Oh, I don't even think I.
Yeah, so now we know it's Ganondorf's. So he's just like a mean dude out for some blood.
I am excited about getting different types of gliders
Oh.
because you see all these different gliders. I thought that was kind of like the whole glider thing, like the fact that you can now like. I wonder if you can like customize them or anything like that. That's I like that you can. I think people confirm that certain amiibo will unlock
Oh.
new gliders. Like there's a Skyward Sword
Okay.
themed glider that the Loftwing
Mhm.
amiibo unlocks. Excuse me.
I see like all the little towers are, I guess, so that one there.
Oh, the glowy,
Yeah,
glowy things.
that's
yeah,
a
like the spotlights.
Zonite.
Are these Zonite towers? Because you brought out your book last time, and it talked about Zonite towers.
Yeah.
But are there any Zonite towers in Breath
Yes.
of the Wild?
Yes.
There are?
Yeah. That it was in the book. So there is one. I
Oh, there's
didn't.
one?
Yeah, I didn't find it. I guess it was just a tower that was now overgrown with.
Oh, okay. Do they look like these? Do you remember? You look you. It's in the last episode. You had your book out,
Yeah,
and I was
I
like,
think they look similar, like a pillar with like
some bulbous thing.
yeah,
on
some
top.
bulbous with the extrusions.
What do you think the deal is with the mushrooms?
Uh, I love that they're into mushrooms.
You're into mushrooms. You
I am into mushrooms. I'm very much into mushrooms. I think that they just maybe after Calamity Ganon disappeared, they started venturing into the forest and they started picking. Now that there were no monsters there, they started picking a lot of mushrooms and they're like, these are cool. We're gonna bring them back to Hateno and sell. And look, there's an outfit that's all mushroom.
then this like Hylian camp.
Yeah.
You think they're like you think this is like part of the rebuilding process?
Yeah, it looks. That's the first thing that came to my head was like it looked like rebuilding. Yeah.
Rebuilding our
Yeah.
civilization type of thing. Yeah. I think that was my first thought
Yeah.
too.
Here he's climbing.
So this is the clip. This is above Kakariko Village.
Okay.
Of Link climbing, and if I think what there's like pieces that have fallen. I'm pretty sure this big circular piece that we see in the background, is that piece that he flies by earlier,
Oh.
or something similar.
Okay.
But it looks like Kakariko Village got kind of like
Oh, it got the shit
messed
in.
up. Yeah, pieces have been falling.
Okay.
And we also see that
Yeah, that's-
Zonai shrine looking thing with the green
The rock.
inverted.
What is it? Is it a rock?
It looks like a rock. It looks like an egg shaped rock.
And that remember when I was playing on Twitch, I came across it was King Rome's grave on Mount Hylian.
Oh yeah,
And it looked similar. It was like
it was
the
very
stone.
similar. It's like oval shape.
Yeah. And that was supposed to be a burial site. So that was where he was buried. So are these like spirits?
Maybe they're like
Grave sites?
grave, yeah, like something like memorials or something.
I'm excited to explore, what is it? Typhlo ruins.
Oh yeah, is that what we're looking at?
That's
right
what
now?
we're looking
Okay.
at with the shroud of darkness that's been lifted. Now it's in light.
Yeah.
I know you haven't been there yet, but it's
haven't.
completely dark. I sent you pictures.
Oh yeah, you can't see anything.
You can't see anything. You have to rely on your flame sword or a torch to get you through it.
So I know the last episode we talked a lot about upside down triangles. There's a lot of upside down stuff.
There is a lot.
There's still a lot of upside down stuff. We didn't get any confirmation of whether there's any significance to that in this trailer. I want to acknowledge that, but I'm not out on it yet.
No, me neither. I mean, I don't expect them to spill all the beans in a trailer,
We're not gonna get but I hope that there is some sort of twist that it's just like, oh, the missing piece of the Triforce. Like if that's the like the climax of this game, like come on,
Oh my god.
we're gonna be millionaires. Everything falling, chaos. Okay. We're showing the giant blood moon.
Giant blood moon. So things are being resurrected.
Yes, we got this figure that we don't see.
So a lot of people think this looks like Demise. This looks just like Demise.
You were like, this looks like Demise,
looks like
and I
Demise.
was like, he looks like he has scale. I didn't play Skyward Sword more than an hour.
Yeah.
But you're like, yeah, Demise has like scaly skin, and I was like, it looks like he has like little scaly flippers.
But also at the same time, before this shot, when you see a little bit more of him, it's there.
Right there.
Yeah, it does look like The left arm has a sleeve.
Yeah.
The other arm doesn't, and that's exactly what
the
Ganondorf is
scene
wearing.
from Ganondorf looks like he's in the exact same spot as here too.
Yeah.
So it could be a transformation. It could be
Like a second iteration, a second phase.
yeah.
Well, Ganondorf rises, but then the blood moon rises and creates.
What if it's like a mitosis thing where Demise and Ganondorf coexist? The evil is so strong that they can exist in the same realm, or if we go back, dive back into the alternate universes happening, parallel universes happening. Maybe one has Demise, one has Ganondorf.
Yeah.
And
Could be.
you're having to like deal with both of them. Zelda's in one, Link's in one.
When I think about story based, I would love to see that happen. Demise makes a return. Gameplay wise, I could very much easily see this being a second iteration of Ganondorf. Like, this is the second phase of Ganondorf. He just got bigger and badder, and
yeah, I mean, you think it's gonna start with Ganondorf and then go to Demise?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just based on he was wearing a similar outfit, so. But the hair and the scaliness of the outfit makes me think Demise. I'd love to see Demise again. It would be really cool.
We got another shot of Link's arm reaching for Zelda, and it's definitely corrupted by malice.
Yeah.
Which I thought was the case. I was just like, his arm is looking like it's like getting eaten away, type of thing. And then we don't know what happens to where he gets the Zonai arm, but assuming that has something to do with Zelda, with the Zonai and the Enlightenment power, all that.
It's the timeline that I don't know. It seems like Ganondorf awakens, shoves Zelda down a hole. Also because at this point, if they're exploring the underground cave, Link has that Master Sword. He didn't return it. I don't think. He should have it. If they're exploring, they come across decaying Ganondorf. He's resurrected. Ganondorf uses his malice to take the sword, also corrupting Link's arm. Now his arm is like fucked up. He tries to grab Zelda. Too late. Zelda's perished. Link falls in the process of trying to get her.
What do you think they're falling to?
Another time?
You think it's like a time warp
It might be a
thing?
time because if she is encountering Zonai and Zonai don't exist in Breath of the Wild, she could have gone back in time.
I am guessing that when they're in the caves and they see like the cave paintings and stuff, the Zonai aren't around.
Yeah, they aren't around. I think they are exploring.
Okay. And like you think that's like right after?
I think it's after Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
Zelda is in her Breath of the Wild outfit.
Oh yeah.
Link is also in there. They seem the first and that was the first trailer we ever see in 2019 is them exploring. To me, I took it as, hey, this is after Breath of the Wild.
First thing.
Is Zelda, we know her in Breath of the Wild to want to explore. That's what she wants to do. She wants to research, and she is not satisfied with, okay, Calamity Canon's done. We can live a peaceful life. She has a character like, I want to keep exploring. I want to keep researching. And I think she wants to go and uncover, and they meet something they're not ready for, and that was creepy Ganondorf. He awakens, she falls, Link gets saved by a Zonai arm, because in that trailer it looks like Zonai arm is saving him.
Yeah, the disembodied arm.
Yeah,
comes from the spiral.
Yeah,
The upside down.
we know at one point Zelda asks to lend him your power, probably asking the Zonai to help.
I think her saying lend him your power is definitely towards the Zonai helping his arm
Mm-hmm.
'cause before he like dies from malice.
Oh yeah.
I think that
Yeah.
I think you're dead on with that.
Mm-hmm. Well, we will find out soon.
Let's continue. This we don't know what this is. This is in Garuda,
Yeah.
like the desert.
Lots of holes.
Yeah, I'm guessing you can go. Like, there's a lot of other stuff that's come out. There's, oh man, everything moves so fast.
Yeah.
We got the wingsuit. We got the Splatoon gumball machine.
Gumball machine.
The gachapon thing, but I don't know what those are for. This looks like
I really thought they were bombs because from afar it looks like bombs.
the bomb, like the you said, like the Skyward.
Yeah, the Skyward Sword bombs.
I think there's gonna be a lot of tie-ins to Skyward Sword. I think them re-releasing Skyward Sword was a very calculated move.
Yeah.
There's a lot of tie-ins, and I think, especially with the time travel stuff, I think we're gonna be around all of that.
Oh, I hope so. That would be
I'm
an
guessing
amazing time.
that would.
Ooh.
Excuse me. My little scene stopped working. Yeah, I think that it's gonna. There's got to be a reason that they went all in on Skyward Sword. I think that, especially with it being like the first game, I think we're gonna be all around that timeline. And
Yeah.
like in the timeline of Zelda, starts with Skyward Sword, supposedly has come to Breath of the Wild. I think we're gonna be like across, like spanning.
Yeah,
times.
I think I said that in the last podcast, but I really like the idea of it being Tears of the Kingdom, the events of Tears of the Kingdom, which causes the Sky Islands to come up, eventually leads into Skyward Sword, and that's a full circle, and that's what I mean.
Oh yeah.
Emblem for Tears of the Kingdom is the
The Orus or whatever.
not even, it's two snakes eating each other,
Yeah.
whereas Ouroboros is one snake eating its own tail.
Okay.
This one is like a cyclical thing. So
Which there's like maybe there's like that like duality of like two. That's another thing is like two timelines happening.
yeah,
Still on the like
I think so.
parallel universes and things happening where like Zelda's doing one thing in one universe to help Link in
Yeah.
where he is.
Yeah.
And whether they're at different times or just or parallel in some way, I think.
I would love that. That would be
think that'd be-
so cool. And I mean we're definitely getting some sort of time or different universe thing, because at the end of that trailer it's Zelda. Zelda is not where Link is. She says, come find me. She's looking
Yeah.
up at the sky and there's no sky.
There's no islands. And I think we keyed in on we saw some analysis that where she is sitting was in the sky with Link.
Where she was sitting?
Where she's sitting and looking up.
Yeah, the
It's
last
that like circular platform. It has
platform,
like
yeah.
very specific markings
Yeah.
and like the bench in the middle and
we see that when Link dives.
dives. Yeah, and we see that exact same.
Yeah, we see
Maybe
the
there's
same
multiple.
platform.
Maybe there are multiple, but the fact that there's no islands in the sky when she's there and it's in the sky when he's there makes me think that
Yeah.
there's either they're in different times and she has to change
Yeah.
the past to like affect the future for him type of thing, something like that. That's what I'm like.
She says you must find me.
Me. There maybe another portal to like get back.
Is she almost like she's trapped?
Yeah. Oh, she's definitely trapped, and I think she's trapped, but like not in danger.
Not in danger.
I think she's like trapped with like friends. She's like stuck at a party.
She clearly meets the Zonai, who seem to be
Yeah,
very
it's like,
helpful. They
so-
dress her up all nice, like, and Zonai.
I'm excited to get
Garb?
to the next parts. Yeah, the Zonai. And I was just thinking of the Zonai.
It seems like
Garbs,
the dude. This
Okay. The between. I don't know that this rabbit Did I not go back far enough?
No.
Oh yeah, that rabbit person or whatever they are. I think that's the Zonai person. I don't know if that's the same one from that the card that the game card that leaked the Japanese.
Oh.
And that one looks very nice. This one,
I don't think he's necessarily looking evil. I think I took it to be, when I see this scene, yeah, it's a shocking scene. One, we don't know who this character is. He's looking at us like
staring, that's an intense.
I don't think it's he's malevolent, because also in the back we clearly see a Rito, and to the right looks like a Gerudo.
Oh, okay.
I noted that this character is covered in, looks burnt,
Oh yeah.
singed,
Oh, okay.
and also there's red malice around.
Yeah.
Some
Like,
event
there's,
happened.
Like blood moon.
Yeah, the
like,
blood
shit
moon.
going on.
Something happened. They got messed up.
Okay.
I took
Do you think-
this scene to be the
Sorry.
way he's looking.
For audio listeners, we're looking at the face
the
on
face.
shot of it's like the rabbit like figure that's all
Yeah.
like, dark with the
White hair,
white hair.
a dark face,
Yeah.
and
Like
horns, and a third eye.
Also, yeah, the closed third eye.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, I always thought this character looked feminine, but it seems like
It did, just because I guess the narrow
eyes
jaw.
and like the shape of the face and
It
the like
seemed like
decoration, the long hair, and
I took the scene to be if Link or Zelda, either or, fell, got knocked unconscious. She wakes up. That's the first thing she sees. Like, ah,
yeah.
who are you?
Oh, it could be like a shock.
Yeah, shock, like,
oh my god.
yeah, how-
Is this like this is it
Yeah,
type of thing?
and this character seems like they've been through a war. They look burnt. They look singed. Like there's
Yeah.
like burn marks, and the nose looks like injured. The face has like some injury to it. It looks like the Calamity or Ganondorf resurrected and shit went down. They took some bumps, and the Rito's back there, so we know this person is a good character.
Okay.
And we made it seems like it's very clear that in the next scene with Zelda, that the character greeting her, they seem to be the same.
Oh yeah. Because you don't see their face.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that boss. The thing coming out of the wall with the Zonai.
You're excited for that? I'm
excited for
scared.
the boss. Zelda with the short hair, and it looks like she's in like Zonai. We got the Master Sword.
Is that the Temple of... Could that be the Temple of Time?
Where Zelda was?
Yeah.
Like a past version of the Temple of Time?
Yeah.
Maybe. Let me go back. Do we see the Sanctum?
The Sanctum.
That?
Ugh.
I don't know. It looks very, very mechanical. I feel like Temple of Time is very like traditional. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, but something with the Zonai.
In Skyward Sword, there is this big... Is it moving? There's this big thing moving in the Temple of Time. You go into it, you go back
Oh,
in time.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Same thing with Twilight Princess. It's a big mirror? I forget.
In the Temple of Time.
Yeah, and then you
Like,
go...
you-
Is it? Oh, maybe it's not the Temple of Time. The place you go into to go into the Twilight realm.
oh, okay. I don't know.
But whoever Zelda's speaking to looks like it's a friend, and it seems like it's that character with the...
It looks like
They seem friendly.
they do seem friendly. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what we are supposed to think about the Zona. I mean, I think they're friendly. I think they are gonna help us.
Yeah. Or friend in the past, foe in the future.
Maybe that's a good narrative. and Zelda's like trying to change things in the past to so that Link's not like it's like yo they're trying to kill me.
See, in Link's time, the Zonai
Yeah.
guys are attacking him.
But also there's that whole like thing like maybe they're just programmed to just like defend
Yeah,
their little
yeah.
territory. They're just like drone things, and this I'm excited to fly into this ball.
Yeah.
That looks fun. That's the shot.
Yeah,
The Gerudo. It looks
the
like
Goron.
Or the Goron. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Goron. Going after you, and I like Tulin.
Tulin, we don't know where Teba is. Teba may be too sick to
I
perform.
think all the rumors like Teba's dead. Who's the Goron?
Yunobo.
Yunobo's dead. Everyone's like they're all dead. Everyone thinks everyone's dead.
I love the elements of age. We see that Riju has grown. She's gotten older. Well, now we see Tulin a little bit older also.
Yeah, not much. Tulin
Yeah.
still looks like a little
Still has a baby face.
kid. I like this Link, the Uber driver.
Oh, the Uber driver Link. That's how that's how he's making rupees now.
It's like this Hyrule gig economy. It's like rate 5 stars. I'm all excited about the powers. I think there's powers that we don't know of yet. Obviously, there's a fucking rocket. The low gravity stuff, underground lava shit.
Fighting on a fridge.
Yeah, just straight up building. What's a mech? Like a low tech mech.
Low tech mech.
Low tech mech. But look at Link just fucking. He's like, yeah,
yeah, bring it on, bring it on.
He's like, I got this one little like glowy arm, and then a bunch of
Oh my god, the possibilities seem endless with the building.
I'm very very excited about the building. I have a feeling like just like you had like got lost in the exploring of Breath of the Wild, I feel like I could get lost in just building shit in Tears of the Kingdom. That's something that I could fall into. And so I'm very excited to see where that goes. I'm excited for the fusing of weapons. All the it looks like we got some big boss battles.
That's a nice shot. That looks like a flower. Good pause.
What's that?
That's Ganon.
Oh, this is the reveal of Ganondorf. We got Zelda with no islands in the sky.
Yeah.
With her tear. We got
the biggest shot. This is the money shot.
With the Lionels. Link hitting.
I just loved hearing Ganondorf's voice. At the time, we didn't know who it was, but him being like, "Do not look away." Oh,
that one. Oh, yeah.
That was.
Oh, yeah, like terrifying. The rise of the king. Like, that line.
I love that line. Do not look away.
Oh man.
He knows he's a boss.
Yeah. I'm excited because I haven't experienced that. Like Link's Awakening and Breath of the Wild. Those are my 2 Zelda games, and neither of them had it Ganondorf.
Look at those guns.
Oh man. Oh, that shot.
Yeah, look at him. He is back. It is so great to see him. I won't be saying that when I'm playing.
Yeah, you're like, fuck, I wish I wasn't.
Yeah, he looks scary. He looks intimidating.
That thing looks scary also. It's like, it looks like the thing from the sand.
The Molduga.
But in the sky. And it's purple and has crazy eyes. We got Tulin. Okay. Okay. That was such a fast shot. Okay. Who is this? Who is this Zelda looking?
Zelda, she's wearing the exact same jewelry as Zelda.
Same. But I feel like there was another shot leaked in a different angle, and it doesn't look like Zelda, but it could be like a different form. Like, do we think it's...
What if she is Zelda from another realm and other rabbit ears as Link from another time.
Oh,
Let's throw out all the weird theories.
Actually, I heard some rumors that whoever the rabbit person was the original Link. I mean, like the chosen warrior
Oh,
type of thing from long, 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 long ago, and that I don't remember where I saw this, but Zelda goes way back then, and that's the equivalent of and whoever that rabbit person is, she identifies as Link, and when the uh the voice that we don't know who was speaking to her is like your warrior, and she looks up and she goes Link, that she's identifying that person as Link, not the chosen warrior.
I need a map. Okay. The theories that are
There's so many.
and you know, a lot of people are getting sick of all the bizarre theories, but I'm like, this is the best moment to have these theories. It's right
like,
before you could let your
all the-
imagination run wild. I love it.
Exactly.
I love it.
That's why
The
that's why we
crazier
keep doing these episodes.
Yeah,
Right?
the
We just keep
crazier
talking
the
about it.
better, you know, because it hasn't come out yet. We could make all the wild speculations. I say, you know what? Have fun with it.
Yeah.
Make up think of all the crazy shit this could possibly be.
We're just giving Nintendo more fuel.
Yep.
To the.
It's fun. I remember right before Breath of the Wild, it was the same thing. Just thinking about what could the story be? You know, it was that anticipation.
I wasn't even around for that.
I know, but
like,
well, you are now. You're around now.
I know. That's why I'm so fucking pumped.
These could just be sages. Zonai sages.
Like this character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her wearing similar jewelry to Zelda could just be, this is what the Zonai females wear. And it could just be a different character. It could be Zelda in another timeline. It could just be a Zonai sage.
Yeah. You're
helping
You're
out.
right. I do think that she does look a lot like the Skyward Sword Zelda,
Yeah.
which I don't know if that makes any difference.
Does she evolve?
But she's wearing the same exact
And she
stuff
has the tear. Also, note the tear on her
on her
necklace.
necklace. Yeah, same earrings, same like
Oh,
head
the other
piece.
thing is whatever trailer they showed this, the bunny character with the 3 eyes depicted on the tapestry.
Yes.
It's surrounded by 7 tiers. So it could be we have to collect or save these tiers.
Also, why are there 8 tiers? And I thought Ganon had the tiers too, like painted on his face. Did he not? Am I tripping out?
Maybe. Oh, the tiers on the eyes.
On the eyes. That's sorry, I was thinking of
decorative.
I mean, it was just paint, but I don't know if they're like.
I mean the necklace, the relics that they have.
The actual charm.
Oh,
the charm
and
necklace.
the fact that it looks exactly like the relics in Skyward Sword.
Oh yeah. See, there's a lot. I think there's going to be a lot of tie-ins. I wish I would have played Skyward Sword now.
Not that okay. The amber relics in Skyward Sword were things you just collected.
Oh okay.
To add to the inventory. I don't remember what it gave you. Maybe you could trade it in to get something, but these relics were apparently found in different places, but mainly in Faron region, which is where the Zonai came from.
Yeah. Okay.
So they really created quite the story. They linked everything.
They linked it to the past.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll leave. That was a fun episode. All right, let's finish this trailer. We get Riju.
Riju, yeah, we were confused about who this was.
Yeah, I thought it was like a young. My first thought was like, oh, it was like a young Urbosa.
Yeah.
But we definitely were
So
wrong.
we see a friendly Goron here.
Yeah.
It could be that whatever Gorons were in the
It
mountain.
could have been like a split type of thing where they're like, shit went down, we escaped, they're all messed
Love
up.
for the guy wearing a bucket.
The bucket, yeah. That was the first thing I posted in the Discord. I was like, I like this guy.
You know, I like that these Hylians are ready to fight.
They're resourceful.
Yeah.
They'll get whatever they got. I like Link's like squiggly sword too.
Oh,
I like his little outfit. He looks so like
he's still wearing the champion tunic,
yeah.
which is interesting.
What do you think that means? You think it's just like it's like that's what I got, or do you think it's they specifically put him in this to like? But they show him wearing all sorts of
Yeah.
stuff in other scenes, so I don't know.
I thought they would have had another garb that would be the iconic garb for
Yeah.
Tears
If they made it like
I thought
purple or
I
something.
mean, I asked you, do you think if we'll see the champions? We both said no. I think
that
their story
they're
is
gonna
done.
move on. Yeah, from that, I think you're
So that's
right.
why I thought they would retire the champion color.
There might. Oh yeah, there might be some like throwbacks. I think.
Yeah.
But,
But especially we got a little more story with Age of Calamity.
so
I know. Everything I say, I haven't played it yet. I haven't played it. But anyways, Age of Calamity, we got the backstory to what happened 100 years ago.
yeah,
We got to play as Urbosa and play as all the champions.
sure.
So we had the DLC as you just played. We got their story.
I have to say, I thought that the DLC added a ton of heart to the whole story.
Yeah.
I loved seeing all the like interactions between Zelda and the champion stuff. I wish I would have seen that before I went and fought. Like, I wish I would have seen that in the main game. Like, I feel like all the stories and the memories and everything, they were really well made, but they were kind of like um vague. Like there was like, oh, like I don't know what's gonna happen. It was like not a whole lot of stuff. It was almost just like these like kind of
Yeah.
like confusion and stuff. And then in those DLC cutscenes were like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. Like, and it was like much more like concrete, and you saw like the connections and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I wish that's the one. Probably one thing that I wish they like did more throughout the game.
Yeah.
But
But
where you
I guess
had that weaving
the
of the
thing
story.
is what happened 100 years ago happened. We
Yeah.
know we can't change it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we can change it. But what happened, and that's why those cutscenes I felt were definitive, and they happened as facts, and this is what happened.
In
Whereas
the game or the DLC?
DLC,
Oh yeah,
that was the champion story. In
that's true.
Breath of the Wild, this is Link's memory. These are things that he's trying to remember.
True. Yeah.
Little,
I guess that makes sense.
like
yeah.
little fragments of things, and in those memories, it's a lot about Zelda trying to find her power, and she doesn't even know what her power is. It's her struggle.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
It's a lot of we don't know what to do. Calamity, Ganon is rising. It's this nothing is factual yet. It's a lot of I don't know. How do we fight this guy? He's killed all the champions and her father. She's like crumbling under pressure. And I think that's the story they were trying to tell. Like the champions, her friends, and her father all fell in battle, and she is relying on Link. Link also falls, and at the same time, she's struggling to find this power. She doesn't know anything yet, but she wants to help. And I think that's the story they're trying to tell with Breath of the Wild. With the DLC, we're seeing the champion's story. This is Zelda told, you have to lead this troop. She gathers all of them around, and we're just seeing these little snippets of her meeting all the champions and getting to know them a little bit better.
No, I think that's a good point. I think I in my like playing through it, I didn't know all of that, and so I was like playing, and I know I didn't put the time into like exploring and talking to everyone and everything. It was like it was much more of a like in the DLC is like, okay, you do this, here's a story about what happened, and like and in the game I was like, you could kind of go through the whole game and not see any real like definitive story other than like bits and pieces of you can kind of miss, you can play that whole game, you can beat that game and kind of miss pretty much the entire story other than like get
Yeah.
fragments of it. And I
Yeah.
feel like I kind of did that, which is all my own fault. But
Yeah.
I do. It's such a great. It's like I love the story, and I feel like it's so easy to miss like how good of a story it is in that
Yeah, you
game.
said you were even getting emotional
Yeah,
watching
I love
those.
like the especially like that last one when and with the music and
Yeah.
the last memory
That was
when it's like you're ready to go fight you're ready to go fight
what I
Ganon,
was
and it was
playing.
like the ding and it like does a quick zoom out. I'm
The,
like, oh.
the memories were a big part for me. Like I
Yeah,
wanted
that was
to.
the best. That was definitely the best part. And I know I almost didn't do them. You know, like, oh, you get, oh, like it starts them off with like half health, right? Or no, that's all the guardian,
No, that's all the divine beasts.
divine beast. What
Yeah.
do you get? Oh, you get an extra cutscene at the end
For
if you
finding
do
capture memories,
if
yeah.
you do the
But
memories.
you brought this up before, like, oh, I don't have to do it. It is a main quest. The captured memories are a main quest. If you
Oh,
want to complete all the main quests, that is a
oh,
main
okay.
quest. And you viewed it
But
as being something optional.
optional,
I guess it is. You don't
technically,
have
yeah,
to find
yeah,
it, but if you're playing Breath of the Wild,
yeah.
some people don't care about the story, and that's fine. But if you want to
But
know about the
the
story,
other thing
you're
is like,
looking for these
but
memories.
the other thing is like that is hard to do without either just wandering around and figure
Yeah.
like really putting that time into finding those or just looking it up.
Yeah. There's no shame in looking it up, you know? Why not if you want to find
I wish it
those
was more
memories?
like if it was gonna be a challenge, make it like skill based. Like
It I think it rewarded exploration,
yeah,
and that was the goal of
you're
Breath
right.
of the Wild
Yep,
was
yep.
we want you to explore. So they gave you a picture,
Go find this place.
go
Yeah,
find that
I
place.
think I
And
think you're right.
every picture was different. You know, if I took a picture of a desert, I know it's going to be
Yeah,
in Gerudo. I'm going to, you try to do your exploration, you come across a place and you're like, that looks familiar.
yeah.
They try to make it so that that looks familiar. I'm going to look around here. And I think it's a reward for exploration.
I think you're dead on with they're like we built this huge beautiful world.
Yeah,
We want you to see all of it because we put so much time into every single little
exactly.
square inch of this universe. We're gonna make this like this challenge of going to find all the places and putting the time into it.
Hmm.
Um, I think you're dead on, and
Same thing with the Korok. We want you to explore.
yeah, exactly.
Find all
See,
900 of these little
I kind of
bastards.
equated that like okay, like you get a little bonus for the Korok, and you get a little bonus. You get bonuses for the shrines, and the
Hmm.
shrines. I love the shrines. I thought those were a
I
blast.
love
Like,
yeah, the shrines were my favorite.
I think especially the puzzle ones where you just have to like
Hmm.
figure. I didn't like the one like okay, the difference. Like I just did those last two DLC ones,
Hmm.
and um the like the one with those like lifting up and the putting out the water, you
Yeah,
get to like
yeah,
time
yeah,
it
yeah.
right and you have to bomb it, and
Yeah,
like those puzzles not a huge fan of because it's like okay, there's such a fine line of whether you like am I just wasting my time like
yeah,
trying to flick this thing up versus like okay, I have like four parts and I have to put them in the right order. Like I
yeah,
like those
yeah.
a lot, and I don't know. I wish they did more of those and less of the like
I'm 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 very I know I'm always biased towards Breath of the Wild, but I think it was a great balance of everything.
everything.
That one, like things like that, are ones that just tested your knowledge of do you know what stasis was for? Like, did you try it out? And also that what you just did was in the DLC. So that I felt like that was like a higher
Yeah,
level.
yeah, that's true.
But it was like and I didn't try out a lot. Of stasis things. I see people like
Oh
putting
yeah.
themselves on rocks and
Oh
then
yeah, you like
flying
just
off.
flying.
And I think that the DLC was rewarding those like,
That's
hey,
true.
you mess around with stasis, mess around with seeing how you can make it across, and we're gonna put, test how you do with this kind of stuff. And I think it was a good balance of combat trials and puzzles and testing using all your abilities, magnesis and the
Yeah, I think
stasis and all that.
yeah. I think you're right. I think that I really like the puzzle, the like set puzzle ones, right? I have to like
Yeah.
fling things, do shit like that. All right, we're at the end of this trailer.
Okay.
Let's wrap it. Okay, we got the battle. We got
The Sidon helping us out.
helping out against this like super ultra construct thing.
There's some weird goo being shot out in the back there. Like,
Oh, maybe there's like a giant war going on. I'm trying to like. There's
the area looks beautiful.
yeah,
I can't wait to
it's
explore.
it's definitely in the sky.
Yeah.
All the upside down triangles.
And the upside down
The isosceles.
There's our boy. There's
Okay, this is the scene that you were talking about where we see Goron.
cobbler or gobbler, whatever it's called. Cobbler.
No, I thought it was like the breaker.
Yeah. Clobber. Cobbler.
What?
Cobbler?
Cobbler? That's like a shoemaker?
I don't know. The thing, the hammer thing.
That was like a something breaker, a stone breaker.
Yeah. I thought it was a gobbler or a cobbler. Side on. Yeah, at first I wasn't sure if these were descendant. I didn't know how far in the future it was.
Yeah.
If they were descendants, but Riju looked different. Sidon looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
Poland looks happy as ever.
Yeah, it was just like,
Yeah.
And then there's a split second where you see the Goron sword thing. We got this, what's it?
Gleok. Call back to the first Zelda.
Yeah, the three-headed dragon. It looks like it's on the bridge of Hylia.
Oh, okay.
Is what I've heard. Oh, I love the into the
music
into the
was. Some people were like a
Overville.
saxophone. I thought it worked. I thought
the music was perfect.
The music
We got Ganondorf over here chilling on the title screen.
Commanding his troops.
So I think Zelda. Here's the other thing. I think Zelda has the Master Sword fully intact, and they're cutting these shots.
Yes. Yeah, we're not
intentionally.
We're not seeing the tip. We're not seeing the tip.
You don't see the tip. And there's something with the Master Sword being. It's always hidden.
Look how cute she is in her outfit. Oh my god. Also, she also looks like she's been in war. Her dress is a little tattered.
Yeah. Notice no islands in the sky.
No islands in the sky. Is she on a floating platform?
No, she's low.
She's
People
low?
have pointed out where exactly she is. She's in Farron somewhere.
Okay.
I think people point out like the
I went here. Remember I showed you like where that is?
Yeah.
And that is the Farron area.
Yeah. So what we're thinking is this is something that was on the ground way back when, and then where Link is, it has risen to the sky that he's like flying past later on.
Yeah.
So that they're in two different timelines.
Yep.
And when Link is falling past it, it's all like broken.
Yeah. All right.
So that would also lend to it being in the future from where Zelda is, and that she's lost somewhere in time.
Oh man, poor Zelda.
With the Zonai.
Will Zelda and Link ever be together or reunite? You know, they were having such a nice romantic time in the cave.
No, they finally got to just say like, "Yo, we get some time together."
Let's go, then this shit happened. Oh god.
You wanna go explore some caves tonight? See what happens. Okay. Let's wrap.
Yeah.
We're at good time. Good timing. I think we got everything we wanted to talk about with the third trailer. Next week you have your OLED Switch coming.
Oh my God. And we all have our OLED Switch coming, right?
I don't have my OLED Switch.
I mean, everyone who pre-ordered it, I did it as an impulse purchase one
Yeah,
day.
I was surprised because you were like, no, not gonna do it. No, not
Yeah,
gonna do it.
I don't know. I mean, I reasoned it by saying I haven't bought a console in 6 years.
Hey,
I didn't buy an OLED. I didn't buy an OLED like you guys did.
yeah, yeah. I have 2 Switches. I have 3 Switches. I don't need another Switch.
Yeah.
And
See?
especially with the new console coming out, it's coming.
Yeah, I know it's coming, and I will get it. I will get it.
Yeah, you'll get it. Okay, so we got what, 3 weeks from yesterday.
20 days.
20 days until Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know when I'm posting this, and maybe I'm gonna post it tomorrow night,
Okay.
Monday. So it'll probably be 18 days.
Yep. The countdown is on.
It's on. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. Took the day off already.
Well, yeah, Friday's off, so I already had the day off.
I even put that Tears of the Kingdom is coming out in the comments.
That was your reason.
Yeah.
You're like, video games.
The video games. Yep. I fought Calamity Ganon 5 months after the game Breath of the Wild came out.
Wow. Look at you. I didn't. I fought Calamity Ganon 5 years after this. All right. Okay. Thanks for watching. I need to get you to do some sign-offs.
Oh,
I
thank
need
you
to-
for watching. We're talking about Tears of the Kingdom all day, every day.
We'll be back here same time tomorrow.
The only reason I'm here constantly is because I love Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. And,
So is this gonna be? Is this just gonna turn into a Zelda podcast?
and maybe.
The Pixel Perfect Zelda podcast?
Yeah.
No, we got other things to talk about.
Yeah, we have other
and
stuff.
you're gonna like desserts. Desserts. We'll do a tier list on desserts.
Tier list of video game food.
Ooh, I'm down for that.
That'd
I'm
be
down
fun.
for that. Should we rank? It's Zelda again. Rank Zelda Breath of the Wild food.
I'm sure
Do
there's.
you think there's gonna be cooking?
I hope so.
What do you
Yeah.
think that? Okay, before we sign off, what do you think that is going to be the biggest twist?
Oh God.
Give me a twist.
A twist?
Yeah,
Story wise?
yeah, or gameplay, anything.
I think it'll be, I'll stick with my original thing, and Zelda becomes Hylia at the end.
Oh, okay.
Leaves Link forever. They're never going to be
Forever?
united again. She's now a goddess.
It's like Catherine
She's a goddess. They're going to replay Skyward Sword
without demise.
without demise.
I don't know. I remember
And
you
that
were
wraps
talking
up the
about,
timeline.
Yeah, you're like, and
Everything's
everything's
fine.
good.
Everything's good.
The Zone Island.
That's
the
it.
missing
No
piece,
more Legend of Zelda.
It's gone.
This was the Legend of Zelda.
They're like, Nintendo's just like, we're done. We're just gonna leave this on the table
Yeah,
forever.
that's it.
Yeah.
It'll be Legend of Goron next.
But
what happened to Yunobo?
It'll just turn into a murder mystery. I think like my long shot thing is that, remember how I kept saying that there's a chance that we don't see the whole game. We're seeing a slice of the game.
Yeah.
Here's my long shot, and I'm putting it out there that part of the game you play as Zelda in a different timeline.
That'd be cool. That's kind of like Siri. That's what I was thinking. That'd be cool. I'd be down for that.
You have to go back and you have to solve some puzzles and you have to figure shit out.
Yeah, we
And then
got a
it
taste for
switches
that
back.
in Age of Calamity. I think it would be a cool thing.
I think it could be something.
Giving me some Siri Witcher 3 vibes.
Oh yeah. I didn't know what you were
I'm sorry.
referencing.
I should
Yeah.
have
I
clarified.
bought it 3 times.
I should have clarified.
Never played it though.
You could play a Siri
Yeah.
in the past.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
We could do it. It can be done.
I know that the development team has referenced Witcher as inspiration, so you never know. I've heard that quote.
Okay.
Someone
Oh my god.
has brought it up. I could be making it up. I don't know.
Oh.
I know. I swear I heard that though. All right. Thank you. This is the Pixel Perfect Podcast, episode 3 in the books. We are on. If you want to watch on the video version, it's on YouTube and Spotify.
The video
versions or audio versions.
Okay.
And then audio versions on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all of the wherever you listen to podcasts, on everything else, audio versions. Be sure wherever you're listening or watching, give us a thumbs up, rate us 5 stars, leave a review.
I'm Retro Arcade Party.
Oh yeah, this is Sally, Retro Arcade Party. I didn't even I didn't introduce you anymore. Come on.
You know who I am.
Yeah, you know. That's Koopkee back there. All right, we're out. Have a good night.